Hey Kitaholic Kits fans and my Scrap and Ames fans, if you're out there. I'm up with my second video for July for the Kitaholic Kits design team, and I'm using one of the exclusive printables designed by the lovely Virginia on our design team. And this one is the Girls Rule, Boys Drool one, as you can see here. Now I get a bit mixed media with this, so what I've done is off camera I applied a thin coat of gesso, or no, not really thin. I did actually apply it fairly thickly because I knew I was going to apply a really big heap of water to the page as it is, as you see it here, because I'm going to use some watercolour. So the kit we're using, as you probably are aware, the kit this month is the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Boys Rule kit, so it is very sort of masculine-y kind of colours and whatnot. So I wanted to use my watercolours just to bring in a bit of a girly kind of feel to it without sort of making it too pretty. So I'm going to use this pink kind of colour here, but then I tied in with some blue and some green as well. So I tried using my fanny splattery, whatever you call it, brush. And really, in all honesty, I'm just trying out this technique and I'm just mucking around with the brushes. So I used my water brush here. I used another brush. I just play around with it. Now, I give you a bit of a look at how I started it. So I sprayed the page with water first to get the page wet and get those watercolours flowing. I then continually added colour, sprayed water, added colours, sprayed water, just to get the colour moving around the page. No expert at it. First time I've used that technique on a layout like this. So not sure how to do it, but look, at the end of the day, I'm just mucking around. Probably I sort of got partway through and went, this is a design team layout. Probably better to try this out in my art journal. But anyway, it worked, I think. I quite like the grungy girl look, I guess it's kind of given, because, as I said, it is that Boys Rule collection. And again, I just wanted to, obviously, Girls Rule, Boys Drool kind of, you know, girly look to it. So I'm going to use some of the papers, the 12 by 12 papers from the main kit to back my cut file here. So I couldn't decide at first what papers I wanted to use, whether or not I was going to just use this one as a, holeless bolus in the background. I choose not to. I actually choose 3 different papers to use, which you will see. So I just wanted to show you how I did it. As you can see there, I've just measured them up, cut them out, taped them on. Now, it's not perfect by any means. I'm still learning the ropes with the cut file thing, but near enough. Who needs perfection? So I broke it up a little bit there with the green, the blue, and the grey kind of grainy colour there. Now, my photo I trimmed right down so it could just sit on the page, but I didn't want it to get lost in amongst all the big writing and whatnot of the cut file. So I put a doily behind it just to add a bit of a, no, I guess not a feminine kind of touch, but I just wanted something there to sort of get it up off that background a little bit, just to sort of make it wave hello, hey, I'm sort of sitting here in amongst all these words, please don't forget about me kind of thing. If I'd had my time again, I'd probably reduce the size of the words on my cameo before doing the cut file, but when these printables came out, the cut file, I sort of just went, yeah, cool, and did it, and then didn't think any more of it. So as I said, the cameo also is a new thing to me, so I'm just playing around with it at the moment and still fiddling around with, it's all trial and error, and I made it work, I think, and in the end I'm pretty happy. The colours don't quite come out as well as I'd like on film here, so my close-ups, hopefully you'll see, yeah, it turned out quite well for an experiment. Felt the photo needed a bit of a frame as well, not just a doily, just as I said, to really sort of highlight the, hey guys, I'm over here, this is my focal point for the layout. So I go through some of the ephemera, which you can see in that blue tray sitting next to me to the left, which has the embellishment kit and the main kit in it. So I've got the die cut pack from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Boys Rule collection, the ephemera, no, the chipboard, sorry, because they're the same thing, and then the exclusives that come from the Kitaholic Kit exclusive printables. I can't talk. I've not had enough coffee today. It has not hit me. I apologise. It's been a very busy morning with work. So I choose this little thin frame just because it is a small photo. So I didn't like the wood one. The wood veneer one was just way too bulky, as you would have seen. It just really then took over the picture, and that's not what I wanted. So I just wanted a little something just to, you know, as I said, just to make that photo stand out a bit more. So yeah. Now, being that this was sort of the second and the last video for this month, and I haven't had a chance to have any more time to sort of play around with any bonus ones, which there might still be, but I just haven't had a chance. I wanted to use pretty much everything from all the kit so that you can see it all. So that's what I'm going to do in this layout pretty much. So you'll see everything. Oh, I don't use the flare and the washi. I tell a lie. So I'm just going to use this. It says yum. So the background of this picture is of my stepdaughter and my daughter and my partner's older sister, all just sitting. It's a perfect shot, all just sort of looking, having ice cream when we went away at the beginning of the year up to Southwest Rocks. And yeah, we stopped in at Port Macquarie, went down to Port Macquarie for the day, did a bit of shopping, had some coffee, had stopped at the harbour side and had these really nice ice creams. And yeah, so that's what we were doing. So that printable just says yum. So it was really cool that I came across that. It was good timing. So just playing around here with embellishing this sort of little side of my page, and then I leave it alone. And as you can see, I cut off part of the doily, obviously that overhung on that right side, but I wanted to use it again. It was a nice even cut. So as you can see, I sort of have it sitting off to this lower left, and I end up popping it there, even though I really had no idea what I was going to do with it after that. I just kind of whacked it on and thought I'll come back to you later. Excuse me. So I have jumped ahead a little bit there, so I've edited a bit out so it's not too long a video because it sort of went forever, even though I stopped the video for the mixed media part and whatnot, so save you a little bit of excess watching time. So you can't even say watching, I was going to say washing. Who's washing? So as you can see, I did the embellishing of the photo there. So I've used one of those little labels, which are pretty cool in the exclusive bits. They're perfect for just the teensy bit of journaling, or as I've used here, I've used the Project Life stamp you can see up in that top left, which has some little phrases on it and then like the actual dates. And that one said so yummy. So again, so perfect, with some stays on ink, and whacked it on, and there we go. Used that awesome from the ephemera pack, the puffy heart that came in the kit, and yeah, done. Voila, that little cluster there around the photo is all finished. And that's what I sort of do, because this page didn't, I mean, obviously doesn't need a title, and because I left the cut file, the words are huge. It really doesn't need a lot, and I nearly didn't embellish anymore, to be honest, but I was like, I can't do that. That's just not me. So I went through and just looked for little bits and bobs kind of thing in the pack. So I go through here, and as you can see, I've used some chipboard, and I try and stick to the whole rule of 3, if not more, just to balance it out. So as you can see here, I've got a little bit of a line happening there with the thumbs up on that doily, the star chipboard, and then the hashtag chipboard, and they're just scattered around without taking over the page. So not over embellishing, not, but just adding that touch. Sometimes you find that you've got something that might be really big. Even your photos could be really big, or you've got a multi-photo layout that, but if you're like me and you just want to add a little something something, you know, you can just add little pops of embellishments, go through your little kit, and, you know, there's going to always be something there you can just add little, you know, bits and pieces of. So as you can see, that's what I've done. So I used, we also got in the kits the thickest word thickers and things, which had some shapes and whatnot. So I've used the camera up in that corner. Then I've popped some little black hearts around that like. Editing, isn't that funny? I don't know if it'll come up when the video actually is done, but as it's going through here, it's just like popping up things like randomly appear on the screen, like that little, you know, orangey coloured heart. So as you can see, like I try to do little clusters, but they're not, as I said, they're little. So like in that top right corner, the hashtag, the little heart, the little star, without making them like, woo, here I am, I'm another big embellishment cluster. I nearly forgot. I'm looking at my page towards the end here, and where I've just sort of was going through the kit here in my tray, and I just sort of dumped all those stars, if you have a look there next to the B, and I just dumped them there, and I'm looking at it at one stage going, what the hell am I doing here? Then realised it was a bit late by the time I'd done this. This layout took me a little while because I didn't realise that trying this whole technique was just, yeah, maybe a bit silly to do late at night when you're tired, but anyway, that's okay. Yeah, but I was just like, what am I doing? And then realised that it wasn't actually me trying to be like all clustery and whatnot. It was just that I dumped them there on the side of my page. So, you know, whatever. So using these clear stickers, again, the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Boys Rule ones. I am loving this Boys Rule. Actually, I'm loving Cocoa Vanilla Studio. Have to say, favourite Aussie company. I went to a retreat on the weekend, and there was a store there that had a lot of the cocoa vanilla, and I was just like, some of them I hadn't really seen, I guess, in person, and I was just like, oh my god, they're just fantastic. Like, every collection is just goddamn, it's just so bloody beautiful, really, isn't it? So Aussie of me to say that, sorry. So that camera there, I just felt was floating. Like, it did look a little bit random in that top corner. I thought I want something up there just to balance out a little bit, because I had the right-hand corner, the lower left. And I did put a clear sticker, like that wavy kind of scallopy line type thing down in that bottom right. So I thought it needed something, and I just sort of threw that camera up there, and then was like, that just looked random. So there was these like painted like stripes on the clear sticker sheet, so I popped a green one up underneath that camera, and then a little clear phrase sticker, which I think says good times, and I think that just makes it look, it looked better. It sort of grounded it a little bit more. It didn't make it look like the camera was just sort of chucked there, which it kind of was, but that's not the point. You know, and then I added another little phrase sticker around as well, just to balance that off. And now I'm just going to add some of these sequins. And I add these two around the page, and then I decide to get really clever and add them inside the letters, which you'll see at the end. I don't make you sit through all of this. I just sort of scatter them around in some little spots that look like they need some little bling. As I said, I don't make you sit through all of it. I start it off and then edit it all out for you, and you'll see the end product. And I try and mix up the colours, because there is a variety of different colours in the sequins and sizes in the kit, and shape even, actually. I noticed that Steph had put some different shapes in there, which was really cool. There you go. So I did try and, as you can see, what I've done with the letters is try and put in those little spots where they would normally be. And then I add some gold hide shine, which is just from my stash. It's not from the kit. I just sort of just felt it needed something else on the page. Just something a little bit more sparkly. And then my layout is finished. So, as I said, it was a bit of a trial and error one, which I think it worked quite well in the end with the background. And just chucking things on a page to see how it goes. So I do hope you have enjoyed my layout. And I will have some close-ups of the layout at the end. And I will see you again next month. And with some more. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Bye.